I'm glad you are here. I have a couple of things to share with you that I think are sort of interesting synchronicities that have come from practicing silence every day. My name is Vicki Maris. This is one of my reflection videos that I've been adding to the playlist. I'm coming up on a conference talk I'll be giving on June 9th where my topic is tuning out the noise with daily silence. And because of that, I thought it would be good to restart my reflection videos. I've never stopped with the silence that I have kept in my routine since last October. But I thought this might be a way to hold myself accountable and to bring some of the topics back into my mind real front and center by recording these reflection videos again. Yesterday, I had a couple of really interesting experiences that I feel are a result of the silence. And maybe not the experiences themselves, but my awareness of them and my ability to see the connections, which I feel like I've gone through a whole bunch of decades of my life without realizing how connected we all are. Yesterday was my birthday, and it was a fun day. I have so many happy memories of my birthday. My mom and dad always made a to-do out of it. Even in my adult life, when I worked at a university that was near where they lived, my mom would still bake her made-from-scratch angel food cake, and the two of them would bring it to my office, and we'd all have a little, 10-minute birthday party. And I was in, my late 30s and 40s, and thought that was so cute, that my mom was still bringing cake. I love celebrating, and I love enjoying my friends and family, and that was, just a part of all of that. Yesterday, we had a music gig on my birthday, which was a joyful thing for me. I realize some of you might think, gosh, that sounds like you were working hard on your birthday. And we were working hard, but doing what we love. Well, let me back up and tell you that a couple months ago, a friend of ours had asked if I might like to learn a song that has accordion in it. That's one of the instruments I play is piano accordion. And we might at some point in the future incorporate that song into one of the gigs that he does. And so I did a YouTube search and a Google search with phrases like rock songs that have fun accordion parts in them, and came up with, I'll call a short list. And together we kind of looked through the narrowed down short list, and we landed on the song by The Who called Squeezebox. And it's a fun song if you haven't heard it. And my hubby, Scott, learned that song long ago. He was going to play it in a talent contest in the 6th grade, along with a couple other songs. And his principal called him to the office and told him, you could play Pinball Wizard and the other song, but not Squeezebox. Scott didn't understand that at the time. And the principal said, well, there's some innuendo in that song, and at some point you'll understand that. If you go out on any of the search engines and search on that, you'll find that there's all kinds of discussion on the internet about whether there's actually innuendo in that song or if it's simply a song about a person playing a squeeze box. Well, anyway, I've learned that song, and we've been able to incorporate it in at least a couple of our gigs recently. We played it on May 7th when we did that big concert that I've mentioned in some of these previous videos. My accordion coach and friend Courtney came out from Portland, Oregon. Our friend Michael from Indianapolis was a part of the concert. Those two were our featured artists. Our band members played with us in the second part of the show. It was just a wonderful time. It was a magical evening of music. And we actually video recorded it and have just gotten the professional audio that was captured. So we're going to be listening to that over the next couple days. That's going to be a part of the airing of the concert video, which will be June 12th if you would like to get to see the concert, there's still that opportunity. We have tickets in all different price ranges out there on Eventbrite. So help yourself if you'd like to watch the video with us at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, June 12th. We played Squeezebox in that concert with two accordions. Both me and Courtney were playing accordion. It's not an accordion focus type of a song in the Who recording of it, but we sure had a blast with it on May 7th. And so that's been one use of it. But yesterday on my birthday, we played at this assisted living community. They were having a party, and they hired us to come in and play. Our Scott and I played as a duo, and our bass player joined us. What a wonderful time. Those folks were just on fire, having a great time with us there sharing music. They particularly lit up on some of the cover tunes that we did. Couple of tables of people just went nuts when we played two of the John Mellencamp tunes. Let me fast forward to the end. We had most of our gear put away, and people had come up and they were getting pictures and stuff, and this one lovely woman comes up and made a special request. She asked if we could play Squeezebox. And so I handed Scott my guitar since it was still out, and I had got my accordion on. Our bass player, Greg, picked up my phone and he video recorded a few moments of that as we were playing Squeezebox for my new friend, Debbie. And I thought, oh my goodness, what if me learning Squeezebox, isn't this crazy? I'm getting like a little tearful about that. I was looking forward to when we'll get to use that song in the future for the purpose that I had originally learned it for. And then last night I thought maybe the reason we landed on that song as the one I should learn is so that it was on the ready when it became the special request by Debbie last night. And I know we'll use it again in the future, and maybe we'll still get to use it for the original reason that I learned it. But I was thinking about what a beautiful synchronicity that is. I'm not always super comfortable playing a song by request if I haven't played it quite a bit before and, have it solidly in my repertoire. And there that one was ready to go, and it was the only song she requested. So that was a beautiful moment. The other thing I wanted to share with you that I think is such an interesting synchronicity, I've mentioned in some of these previous videos about the songwriting. I've been doing a lot of it over the past couple months as I'm getting ready to release my first album. And I had forced myself a couple weeks ago to stop songwriting. Doesn't that sound crazy? I was thinking, I've got to stop because I'm going to feel like the album is never finished if I keep texting Michael and saying, hey, I have another one I want to record. Michael's producing it for us and adding in all the beautiful instrumentation. And yesterday I had just finished my coffee, and I had set my coffee mug in the kitchen sink, and I was just standing there at the sink watching the birds out the window at the bird feeder and looking down at this coffee mug, and saw a few drops of coffee in the bottom of the mug. And another song came pouring out. I wrote the first half of the song just standing there at the kitchen sink, was writing it in my head, and inspired by the coffee mug, And then recorded a little bit of it in the voice memo app in my phone so I wouldn't forget it. A little bit later, I went and sat down with my guitar, and then the rest of the song spilled out with the exception of the bridge. Then I was out in the barn, cleaning the barn yesterday, and the bridge started coming to me. And then my hubby comes home, and he has a little gift bag in hand, and I'm thinking, uh-oh, he got me a birthday gift. And we don't normally exchange gifts on our birthdays by design. We've just decided that isn't going to be a thing that we do. And we haven't done it. And I'm thinking, oh, his birthday's on Sunday and I haven't gotten him a gift. You know how your mind just like, oh no. And he's like, relax. It's not a big deal. I was at a shop downtown this morning and visiting with this shop owner, and got inspired to get you this little gift. So just open it. It's not a big deal. And I opened this little gift bag, and in it is a coffee mug. And it has the graphic design of an album around the edges of the mug. I may take a picture of it and include it here. I might do a little edit of this video so you can see it and see the little video that Greg captured of us playing Squeezebox. But I thought, oh my goodness, while I'm staring at a coffee mug with drops of coffee in it and writing a new song, while I have forced myself to stop writing. I didn't do a very good job of that, did I? My husband is somehow picking up on that, I think, and purchasing a coffee mug for me as a gift. He's never gotten me a coffee mug. Ever. It's just not a thing. We literally, as I was saying before, we don't give each other gifts, typically. Silence is not only helping me become more self-aware and connected, not only connected with my heart, but connected with the people that I love. But it's helping me notice these things. I imagine many of these types of things have happened throughout my life, and I just wasn't noticing them before. I hope that inspires you. And this whole experience of the past 24 hours, or if you go back to when I started learning Squeezebox, the past couple months, and working on the album, it has inspired me to, I'm not going to stop myself from writing. Let yourself be creative. Allow the creativity to flow. Do not put boundaries around it. I love you. I'll see you in the next video.